Okay, this time I'm going to teach you how to post our code into GitHub. Okay, like what I've said, GitHub is like a place where you can store your code, and it would be easier to get that to a working computer. Okay, wherever you are. Okay, the scenario is uh, you place your code in GitHub. When you get to school, you pull or you download your code from GitHub, you edit, and then you push or you commit the changes. And then when you're at home, you get the updates, something like that. So it's going to streamline your process or your development process. Okay. So that's an efficient way to uh, store your codes. So first things first, you should create your account on GitHub. I already have mine. Okay, and then on my IntelliJ IDE, I'm going to open my project. I already have one. Then you click on the version control, click the create Git repository, and then make sure that your current project is selected. Oops, I did okay. You just select that, and then click OK, and then after that, you should see this change. Okay, okay, it was just it was just a bit delayed. Okay, this should change to something like master or main because it's defaulted to master. Okay, but make sure also you have your Git installed. Okay, it won't work if you don't have that Git. Before you proceed, by the way, you just go to your browser and you search for Git, and then click downloads, and then click Windows if you are on Windows, and then click this one, 64-bit installer. But if you are on Mac OS, you just click this one. Yeah, you can install it via Homebrew or even Mac ports. Okay, so just install that. Okay, now let me continue. You can see my files are in red because it indicates that these are unversioned file, or it's not yet included in the version list of version files. You will learn that later on as you continue on your study. But uh, I'm just going to teach you what are we going to do after creating this as a repository. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to click on commit. Okay. Or let me see if I can go directly uh, with push. Okay. So what I will do is I cannot proceed any further. Let me just cancel that. What I will do is I'm just going to click commit or control K on your keyboard. And if you have some checkbox here, you have to click on that. Okay. If you cannot see anything there, you can click the amend in the here. Okay. But I'm not just going to do that. I will just click the unversion files. Okay, by the way, the red files there indicates that these files are unversioned. They are still unversioned. I'm going to type here my message for this. I'm just going to make it initial commit because it's my very first commit to the repository. Okay, when we say commit, you mean your code is done and you want it to be final and be included in the Git repository. And it's basically a step that you have to do before pushing or uploading your codes on GitHub. Now what I will do is I'm going to click on commit and push. Okay, commit and push because this is our very first. Click on that, and then what I will do now is commit anyway and push. Okay, I'm going to click on that, and we will have a small window showing you here. The reason for this is I haven't set up or I haven't linked this local repository to my remote or my GitHub repository. So what I will do is I'm going to click the define remote link, and I will head over to my GitHub repository. I'm going to create a new repository or create a new remote repository. So this will be the online version of my local code, which is available wherever I'm going to go. So I'm just going name it with whatever. This is arbitrary. You can name it, but of course make it descriptive and related to your project. Like if you're creating a FX crude app with MySQL, then it makes sense if you're going to name it like that. You have the option to make it public, or if you see that this will be sensitive, you don't want it to to make it open publicly, you can make it private. I'm just going to make it public, so it would be easily shareable. Okay, create repository. After that, I have to grab this link. Okay, by just clicking this one or Control C on your keyboard, but I'm just going to click this to get that. This is the link to my repository or my remote repository. I'm going here, click it here. What I'm just doing is I am linking this local repository to that. If I'm going to click OK, and then if I'm going to click push is like you are uploading your changes to the remote repository. Click push, okay, and sometimes it needs you to do this. You just click on the login via GitHub, or maybe you can just click use token. You can click that and it will open the browser to let you sign in, or you can click this one. Okay, we're going to click generate. Maybe you just make it no expiration here, and then generate token. Just copy this, go back to your IntelliJ and paste it here. Okay, or you just could have just clicked the button while ago. Log in, and it's pushing. Did you see that? Push master to new branch origin. I'm going back here. As you can see, I still have a blank. This is just a blank remote repository. If I'm going to refresh this, I will see my codes being uploaded in here already. Say for example, I'm going to close this now. Okay, I'm going to close this. Close project. Okay. And then what I will do, I'm going to, for example, I am at different place and I don't have that source code yet. I can download it by not opening this. Okay, let me just click get from BCS. Now what I will do, I will grab the same code. The same URL that I copied a while ago. It's basically here code, and then HTTPS, and you have your link here. Just copy that and paste it here again. Then you have the option to make it save in different directory, or you can just leave it in the idea projects. But what I will do, I'm going to save this in a different directory, so you can see, okay, two different working directory like your school and home copy, and I'm going to make changes in one, and I'm going to download the changes from one to the other repository. I'm going to just go in maybe in my downloads folder there. Okay, and I'm just going to create a new folder here. Let me just name it as fx through mysql, same as the repository name, clone, and it's going to open, trust the project. Okay, it's going to open, okay, on it in a different directory. Say for example, I'm just going to edit. Okay, make some edit here. For example, I'm just going to remove that one. Okay, and save it. Now for me to upload the changes made here, that will be available in the remote and in other working repository that I will go, I can click there, master, and I can click again commit. Okay, as you can see, it's going to list down all the files that had changed. Basically my database connection.java, which is the file I edited, and just another one. Okay, it's just in the idea, I it refers to, or it's connected with the IDE. So I'm just going to say edited edited database connection, something like that. Just be one, and then I'm going to commit without push, but I'm just going to simplify the process. I'm just going to commit and push it directly. Okay, push and then push. Okay, first thing I'm going to check if it changed. If it changed my codes here, refresh. Going to open this. Look at that, and you will see it's already there. Now, say for example, I went to school. Okay, and I have to get the changes from this home. Say for example, okay, this one is my home copy, and I'm going. For example, I went to school and I'm going to work on it again. Okay, let me just close that one, and I think it's this. Okay, say for example, this is my school copy. I will go there, and I want this to be updated, or as you can see here, I don't have the changes that I did a while ago. Okay, so say for example, I want to make this updated. I can just click on my master, and I can click on. Wait, let me just look at that. Okay, just click this one, update project. I'm going to click the one. It's going to download. Make sure that it is merged. It's going to download the remote server latest copy, and it's going to apply it here. Okay, no more uploading codes on Google Drive or any online storage. Okay, you just have to click a number of buttons in order to update your codes on GitHub and update your codes on your working copy, whether you are at home or at school. Okay,